All right. Today I usually don't like to reply my videos apart from replying, right there after, making a video. However, I want to reply to Vanessa, what you said yesterday concerning, the lady that young people shouldn't listen to me. I hope you go back and watch the video and understand that it wasn't about lowering your standard for any man. I didn't talk about lowering your standard. I never talk about lowering your value as a woman. I talked about lowering your expectations. You see, I am a mother and I'm a parent, in case you don't know, because you were addressing me like a lady. That's fine, that's okay. Maybe you're getting it all wrong. But let me correct you here. We put pressure on our kids at a certain age because we want them to get married. And as a mom who has two grown kids, grown, when I say grown, grown, to those who know me, there's this pressure we put on them. The moment they start dating, they all of a sudden, without having a conversation from the very beginning of the relationship. And a lot of women do that mistakes too. Even I have made that mistake before. You don't ask a guy where you guys are going. No conversation from the very beginning. Where we going? What do we want in this relationship? And then all of a sudden, you start seeing him as your husband. You start cooking, cleaning. As a matter of fact, leaving your clothes in his house and all that. That's you assuming. And then after a while, when the guy breaks up with you, you're mad, you're hurt. Or when the guy is not meeting up to the expectations, you're hurt. And when you're hurt, you start misbehaving within yourself because you did not set the boundaries within yourself. You did not ask from the very beginning where you guys are going. What are you guys up to? So if you don't define your relationship from the very beginning, then you have yourself to blame because you kind of raised your hope really high. You raised your expectations so high that you did not have a conversation with the person that is involved with you. And it's important you do that. So to make it clear for you, Ms. Vanessa, it's not about lowering your value. It's not about lowering your standard as a woman. It's about you lowering your expectations, especially when there's no conversation ahead of time. If you don't, then you guys are not going anywhere. You're just the one seeing him as your husband. You gave him the husband title. He hasn't given you a title. So why are you expecting the wife title when he hasn't even told you anything? So it's always good to have a sane conversation from the very beginning where you guys are going. I hope I made it clear to you what I meant.